Cesariano. My former counterpart, and of course my partner, Presidential Assistant Eddie Ticiano. To the Deputy Head of Mission of the Embassy of Switzerland, presenting, I understand, Madam Baker, Deputy Head of Mission, Lydia Maison, I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, Assistant Secretary John Ardayan, and I think the men of the day who are responsible for this occasion, representing the government, DWG and TGR, Executive Director Cesar Mesa, and his partner, Brigadier General Buenaventura Pascual. On the side of the MILEC, as Chair of the DWG or TGR, Amir Modo, my colleagues from the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, MP Liza Alamia, MP Susana Aynayatin, MP Gary Antao, but I was looking around, I did not forget MP Dato Isaac Pastor, what his name was mentioned. I hope he's around. Our friends from the international community, Sam Chitik, the Asia Foundation, and of course from the Conciliation Resources, Ciaran Otol and Iksan Sari. But pardon me for not being able to mention everyone because frankly speaking, I was not able to get the name. So, in accordance with the Islamic salutation, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allow me to welcome you all to this momentous occasion in the Bangsamoro's journey to peace, one that in particular was years in the making, but worth every ounce of effort and every moment of waiting. More than a decade has passed since the Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Commission embarked on a series of reasoning sessions, a light and magnitude of which is, to my knowledge, to this day, the only one of its kind undertaken on the Bangsamoro. That monumental initiative that resulted in the TGR report has to put to paper what we, the Bangsamoro, have shown in our hearts and minds all along, that our forebears went through so much injustice, and we, their successors, still feel the pain and echoes of the oppression. And there is no moving forward, no forgetting, without dealing with the atrocities of the past. Still, Alhamdulillah, with the passage of time and the maturity of the engagement with former adversaries, we do this with a view not to revenge, but to reconciliation. With a sincere intention that through a peace process that includes a process of healing, we strengthen our communities, our relationships, and we ensure that that kind of hostility remains a thing of the past. And so we met again to mark an important milestone in the progress of the implementation of the Comprehensive Agreement on the Bangsamoro, or CAP. After years of back and forth and discussions, we launched today the Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Roadmap, jointly approved by the Government of the Philippines and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. This signifies the seriousness and dedication of both parties to completing what we consider the heart of the peace agreement, TJR, and for this, the creation of the National Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Commission for the Bangsamoro. Actually, there are already 6 bills, or maybe 7, that are pending in Congress, and we hope they will pass into law and convert law as soon as possible. Currently, the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, through the Parliament, has been doing its part. The bill that establishes the regional mechanism for TJR is in the advanced stages of the legislative process. Still, we know that nothing less than a national body is needed to comprehensively address the mass killings, violations of human rights, land grabbing, distortion and erasure of Bangsamoro history embedded in animosity, and all the wrong that happened across generations to the Bangsamoro people. There will be no true healing and prevention of recurrence if it is not the entire country, the whole government, and the whole nation that is embarking on this journey together. Modesty aside, and my colleagues are here to validate what I'm trying to say right now, that the bill that was introduced in Parliament about the law creating the Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Commission for the bar has been originally our brainchild. In fact, I read there the sponsor's speech regarding the bill that would create the Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Commission for the bar. But let us remember that of all the transitional justice issues, only about 10% is committed in the bar. But just to trigger the process on a very limited scale, the Bangsamoro Transition Commission had triggered the passage of that bill. And here, in this gathering, we send the message that we are determined to start on this path. I am grateful for those of us who have kept this process through years and through all peaks and valleys. Before ending this short message, I may not able to resist myself without mentioning the very important role played by the Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Commission, created by the government and evaluated peace panels, headed by Madam Bubliker and the rest of her team in coming up with the reports, namely the MED report, the land disposition report, in cooperation with the World Bank, and the listening process report. Indeed, they have done a tremendous and momentous job that can help bring about the closure of the Bangsamoro question, or what others erroneously refer to as the Moro problem. Finally, may we all keep alive the determination in our hearts May we see the day that the CAP is fully implemented and is promised a truly healed and reconciled country in all its diversity is realized. Inshallah, again, I welcome you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yan na po mga kasama ang bahagi ng mensahe o talumpati ni Minister Mohagir Iqbal ng MBHD na siya ring chairperson ng MRA Peace Implementing Panel.